Hey, oh, I like those earrings. Hi. Okay. I don't normally do that. I left my apron. Alright, how do I leave my apron? I like, let me put it on my Hi, Mom. Hey, it's good to see you. Good to be here. Okay, everyone. Hi, welcome. My name is Nzinga. This is the Salad Makeover. I love this workshop. It's fun. It's easy. Not so much cooking on my side with this one. I got a little cooking going on. Some of the recipes will be made, some of them will not be made. I'm going to make something different possibly that you can find on my blog. So my name is Nzinga. My company's name is Yes Baby I Like It Raw. This cooking class is brought to you by City of Fort Lauderdale Parks and Rec's Fit Fort Lauderdale program. And we are here every other month, although we've been super blessed. We've had a class every month for the past 3 months, so I'm like, but that means nonetheless that we're not going to be back in here until about August for our next class, so we'll have a break. I will say that I do have a class with City of Oakland Park the fourth Friday of June, but it's going to be a little bit, it's not 90 minutes, it's going to be an hour. It's going to be pretty quick. So if we need extra seats, I have extra seats there. Okay. All right. So we're going to be making quite a few recipes. I'm trying to get my water to boil. And it's been on this here for like, okay, maybe that's why. I've discovered the issue. All right. I think that helped. It was like, you know how because I'm like, it's been here for like an hour. Sorry. Why is it not boiling? I need my pasta like to go down. Okay, so today we have a fruit salad. It's mango season. Yay! For all those mango lovers in the room, some people don't like mangoes. So we're going to make a mango bell pepper salad. We're going to make a sesame soy cucumber salad, which is kind of trending. I'm not cutting it the fancy way. I'll talk about how you can cut it the fancy way. Then we're going to also make a lentil bell pepper salad. So how do you use beans in a unique way? We're going to make a pasta salad, a Greek pasta salad. So think olives, tomatoes, oregano. And then we're going to make a chicken salad. So this is not in here, like a chickpea salad, a kale salad, and maybe a wrap salad. Okay? Those are the goals. Those are the goals. I did do a lot of front prep, so those goals might be achieved today. Okay? Raise your hand if this is your first time arriving here. Okay, welcome to the new people. Raise your hand if you've been here more than 5 times. Okay, so these are considered the OGs. And then that means everyone else is in between, okay? All right, so let's get started. I think I'm going to go into the lentil because I want the lentil to kind of sit a little bit with all the ingredients. So for the lentil, we have dried lentils. I am doubling this recipe, just a heads up. We have our red onions. We have parsley. We have olive oil. We have 2 tablespoons, in this case it'll be 4 tablespoons of white wine vinegar and salt and pepper to taste. So lentils are like one of the favorites when it comes to this plant-based living. And sometimes I'm like, you can do so much more than a soup or a lentil burger. So this is just, when I talk about batch cooking, this is one of those recipes that you can then use. So like batch prep some lentils. You can throw the lentils in your salad as an extra amount of protein, but then you can also make a salad with just that without leafy greens, okay? Yeah? When you're making your lentils for batch cooking, you don't want to overcook them. It's the caveat. If you're using your lentils for things like vegan meatloaf, that can make or break your meatloaf, because if it's too soggy, then you're gonna have to add a lot of breadcrumbs in there. So that's why this is like, I'm giving you batch prepping information with this. Because I said, yeah, you can batch prep it, or you can just buy a can of lentils, which is never overcooked. Lentils are one of the faster beans to cook. You don't even really have to soak them, especially the red ones. About 20 minutes, you've got lentils. And so in terms of purchasing, I would say that it's better to purchase lentils dry than to buy them in a can, because it just doesn't take that much time, and then whatever you don't use, just freeze it. Okay? Yeah, we're good? Okay, let's get into it. So we got our bell peppers. I did a mixture of bell peppers. We have our onions. We said 2/3, that's a little bit more. Hey there. How you doing, Gail? Then we have our parsley that I've already prepped, and then I just got to cut up my oregano, which I already rinsed. And how much oregano are we saying? About 2 tablespoons. So usually the trick is that you roll your fingers down the opposite way, and that's how you get those leaves off, for those who didn't know that trick. So again, I just do this, and then everything comes off. That way you're not picking one by one. Where it says fresh, you can always replace that with the dried version. Just know that you're going to use less. With herbs, I almost feel like, unless it's like something peppery or has a very distinct flavor, you can't let me not say that. You can't overspice it. Like, you're gonna add more flavor to the mix. You're gonna add more flavor to the mix. This is definitely not. How many tablespoons do I need of fresh? Teaspoons, okay. I'm going a little ham with my oregano then. So I'm just mincing it up finely. We got some people maybe online with us. And then this one is pretty easy, hence why I did it first. Because I don't want you guys to be looking at me for long periods of time and not being able to taste things. So I'm going to try to stop halfway, let you taste and keep going. Then we're going to add some olive oil and white wine vinegar. Again, if you don't have these things, you can always substitute with what you have at home. But if you have more recipes that are calling for it, Maybe this is an ingredient that you want to add to your pantry. There we go.
Can you use regular vinegar?
Yes, you could. How many tablespoons? 2. I've doubled this recipe because I saw that a lot of people registered, so I didn't want you guys to only get like a teaspoon of a sample. You know, and then, so 6. Also, I'll talk about how you can make your own dressings.
Yes. Yes.
So, I'll give that framework and make some dressings. I'm gonna make a mango dressing today. Yeah, so that you're not letting your mangoes waste. And then we just move that around. So now it's all colorful. So you know my goal is always what? To taste the rainbow. I didn't do the best job of cutting these onions up, so if you don't like onions, I'm sorry in advance. But and this will last pretty long. When you're thinking about salads and, so we got some black pepper. You know what's so funny? I normally don't use black pepper. I'm a cayenne person. But there are moments I use black pepper, and this is one of those moments, I guess. So, in terms of meal prep, this was, if I wasn't talking, this would have been done. You had more. So they're like, on here it says an hour and 25 minutes. They're talking about cook time and all that good stuff and letting it sit and cool. But we're pretty much done. I'm just going to taste to see if I put enough salt. It's always my question. And then you can also play with this with different kinds of beans. So yeah, so just know that this base that I just gave you can be used with other beans. So if you prep some beans and you have beans left over, this is an option for you as well. Oh yeah, I don't need to add too much salt. So fresh. That's yummy. Okay, that's done. All right, up next, cucumbers. These, oh, that was so good. I haven't had breakfast. Okay, we're almost out of oil. So for the cucumbers, there is a little bit of prep on the front end. I salted them. So that's that's the second page. If you read the instructions, they say add some salt and then pat it dry. And then I'm going to rinse and pat it dry. So that's the second page. I'm sorry about that.
Question.
I think it's, yeah.
Do you have to put salt on it?
You're not, that salt is to help pull out the extra water.
Okay.
So the next step is for me to rinse it out. Yeah. So the salt is not for the flavor. The salt is to take out the extra water from the cucumbers. And in this case, I used the English cucumber. So this is considered to be the English cucumber. So now the fancy way to cut this is why I kept this like this, is you're gonna take some chopsticks. You're gonna lay this next to the chopsticks. There's a chopsticks, let me make sure you can see this. Chopsticks to your right, chopsticks to your left. Then you take your knife and you slice down, down, down. Then you flip it over and you slice down, 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 down. And now you're gonna have like a ziggly cucumber. Or you can use a spiralizer, but this is like the trick to get like that spiral situation. So chopstick, chopstick, cut, 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 turn, cut, 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 cut. Then you're gonna have this, and that's what you see in the picture. That's why it looks kind of like that. But because I'm serving you guys, that doesn't make sense. So I just cut it all the way straight through. You know, I'm like, yeah, that's cute and all, but That's not gonna work for this. So again, the salt is there to pull out the water. And I wish you could see, I just got a lot of water out of these cucumbers. And then you just rinse it off, and then we're gonna pat it dry. So this cucumber salad is considered to be an Asian recipe. So we're going to be using those types of ingredients. So think tamari, red chili sauce, and things of that nature. Does someone have a question? Nope. Okay. So I'm just going to pat and drop. So for our sauce, we have soy sauce, garlic, rice vinegar, sweet chili sauce, sesame oil. Oh, I didn't get toasted sesame seeds. I just got regular sesame seeds. And you could use green onions as well. So I do have green onions. And this was probably not smart on my side. All right. So I'm going to mix all of the other sauces together to make. And I'm probably just going to ask for. So I found a new ingredient, y'all. A no soy tamari sauce. Okay? All right? No soy tamari. So there's no soy in this. For those of you who have soy allergies, because some people do have sensitivities to soy, or they're living a soy-free life, they now have a soy-free tamari sauce by Sanjay. I got this at Publix. Okay? So you're going to just go to the Asian section, and you're going to get that. I'm always trying to put you onto some new products. So everyone's looking for soy-free. This is a different version. Now we're going to find out together. We're finding out together if this actually makes, like, if it's going to be right. So, okay, so that's my soy sauce. Then my rice vinegar. Is it finally boiling? Sesame oil. Can you call out what I need? Soy, garlic, half a garlic clove minced. The rice vinegar, sweet chili sauce. I'm going to use white wine because I left my rice. Okay, sesame oil, sesame seeds, and green. Okay. And what I'm going to do while we're waiting is get this going. It's about 12 minutes. So this is a brown rice pasta that I'm using today. And it's going to be in there for 12 minutes, so at the top of the hour. Okay, back to the sauce. And then we have our red chili sauce. Again, these you can find. I'm such a feeler with my hands. When I have gloves, my world doesn't feel. I'm a hand person. I experience the world a lot through my hands, just even with clay and stuff like that. So my hands are like, why are we not getting to experience things? So sweet chili sauce, that's about a tablespoon. It's going to be 2 because I've doubled this recipe. Yeah. Or did I double this recipe? Maybe I didn't. Okay. There goes a tablespoon. Then we have sesame oil. I use my sesame oil so much.
Are you using a toasted one or a regular one?
I'm using I thought I pulled up a toasted one, but I'm using a regular one. Yeah, my bad. Oh, I hate when they do me like this. I'm an iyer now, so I'm like, yeah, that's a tablespoon. Okay, that's about a tablespoon. What else am I needing?
Sesame seed,
How much?
tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Oh, teaspoons.
These
I
are,
didn't get new glasses.
speaking of needing new glasses, my situation is a little janky right now. I got new contacts, I can't see close, I can see far. And then my yoga students was like, it sounds like you need readers. It's like, no, I don't need readers. What are you talking about? And they're like, try the readers on. I was like, no, I've arrived. Because I was doing this, I can only see it when I do this. They're like, no, that's a reader situation. I'm so disappointed.
I saw this thing on YouTube where they did, they just cut the whole thing of garlic in half and just bang it on top.
I do that sometimes
Did
because
y'all come out, is that true?
you can do it like that. The way you cut, and I'll find the post because there's a post that really talks about it. The way you cut your garlic determines how it will show up in your dishes. And so if you want something to be more garlicky, when you mash it, the oils come out more. There's a whole post that breaks it down, like literally the way you cut your garlic changes the potency of it. So that's why I didn't per se cut it. I normally just mash it, but I didn't do that in this case. Okay, what am I missing? I put in 1.
3.
Yeah, 3. These are big. I think I'm gonna make it 2. And then after that, what do I need? No, I didn't put the vinegar in. I was like, it doesn't look like it's saucy enough. So know the sauce is gonna feel like less, but less is more in the case of these types of things. Think about, did you guys ever used to, this was a thing back in the day when I was a child. You take Italian dressing and you would cut up your cucumbers and let it sit in there. So just know that this sauce is kind of gonna work like that. So a little goes a long way, is what I'm trying to say. And then I have my rice vinegar. And then 1, okay. And I'm gonna mix that up. Questions? And this sauce can be used for other things, but this is the sauce for, I forgot my fork. I whispered it. Still got time.
Is there a distinct taste between the rice vinegar and the?
There is a difference. There's a slight difference. It's a little bit more fermented.
The rice? Oh, okay.
Did I put the soy sauce in here? I did, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a check. Ah. Now, sometimes I just throw all the ingredients in the bowl with the cucumbers and then I kind of take it from there. But I'm trying to be professional right now. Oh yeah, that's it. Huh. And then we're gonna mix it. I'm gonna actively mix it with my hands here so that it can sit and coat. So it's gonna feel a lot heavier. Oops, this is where I made a mistake. And so you see, I don't think you saw how little sauce I had, but it coated the whole thing. And then we're gonna let it sit. Okay. And just know that this is going to get juicier because of the juice in the cucumbers. Okay. Second salad is complete. We're working fast today, y'all. Okay, let me just change this. Okay, and again, you could play with this. You could, if you want like a cold noodle, then you could add your noodles in there and all that good stuff. Yeah, like you could elevate that and add more ingredients to it. But this is a recipe that is usually had with other things, like it's on the side of the dish. Questions about that? The cucumber dish is usually a side with some other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When we think about a side salad, this is like a different kind of side salad for you.
You can add like cold noodles.
Yeah, usually that will be the noodles I'm going to introduce to you guys today, which is these noodles are usually what you see the rice noodles from. Yeah, and you just put hot water and they sit for like 2-3 minutes and they're good to go. So usually when you get those rice wraps and you see noodles in it, it's this. So it's a gluten-free noodle. And because of how it's because it's so angel hairy like, it's just, you don't boil it, you just soak for like, but if you're gonna use it in a stir fry, only 2 minutes. And then at the end of your stir fry, when everything is prepped, then you throw this in last because it's semi-cooked by the time you put it in there. Yeah, and that's why it's kind of called instant, because it feels instant. Yeah. Okay. Questions? No questions? I can keep going. All right. Yes.
Did you ever try minty seeds cucumber salad?
I love their minty seeds. Why do you have to bring that up? Sorry. Right now we're having a vegan crisis in terms of restaurants, because all the restaurants are just slowly going away. I found out that Moxie's has a really good vegan option. I tried to go there yesterday. It was too many people. It was a 90-minute wait.
Where's that?
It's down the street, like literally like a block from that, not this Publix, the other Publix that's a couple blocks away. They have a whole section of plant-based and vegan recipes. Yeah, because I met a vegan. See, when you go shopping for your class and people see stuff that you put in your cart and you're like, you must be vegan. I was like, yes, I am. I am too. And then we started to have a conversation and I was telling her I'm working on a blog post because so many plant-based places are going out of business, of not places that serve everything that have really solid vegan options, and that's how Moxie's came in. And it looks really good. It's upstairs and downstairs. It's massive. It's right across the street from the FAU campus right here. Yeah, because we were like, okay, let's see if we could just go to the bar and grab some food. No, we went to Indian Harbor. They have really good vegan food there. Okay, up next, we're gonna make the mango salad. Hi to the people who are watching. Now, let me say this about the mango salad. This can be done with green or ripe mangoes. Has anyone ever had a green mango before? Okay, yeah, so green mango salad is a thing throughout the Caribbean, Latin America. So I was okay because that's the only kind of mango you can find on the market. Because when they turn ripe, they don't turn ripe like, so hence, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a green mango for this recipe. So the base is vinaigrette. I said it's like a vinaigrette base for this. Just gonna wipe this down. Take my water and put it somewhere else. Sometimes you'll see recipe-wise people using things like chili powder because they want to make it peppery and things of that nature. Who has green mango recipes in their respective countries of origin? We have it. Yeah, we do. We have it. That's how I had it the first time. My aunt made it for me. Well, I should say we have it, but she's also in France because she lives in French Guyana. So, But no, yeah. What country are you in?
I'm American, but, I moved down here from Philly, but South Florida, they do the green onions with the salt, pepper, and vinegar.
Yeah,
So that's what I had.
with the green mangoes. Yeah, and it tastes surprisingly good.
It is.
Like if you're not thinking sweet, it's like, oh, I can do this. And of course, sweet is sweet and all that stuff. So if you have a green mango, you can make it with that, or you can use the ripe mango, but not too ripe, because too ripe is not going to work. You want ripe and firm is the key word for this, ripe and firm. Man, I realize I need to sharpen my knives because I'm like, I would have never been running through this at home like I'm running through it right now. Time check. Okay, I took this pasta out. I just gotta take this pasta out so it can cool down for our next recipe. There's always like this lone pasta, right? That wants to not participate. And then I need to boil some more water for some other things. So after this recipe and one more, I'm gonna start serving some food if that works for everybody. Yeah? And just gonna put a little oil on this so it doesn't stick. I would say in the gluten-free space, rice, pasta does not stick like chickpea pasta. Chickpea pasta, you better be ready to use it when it comes out of the water, or it's gonna be dry and sticky, and you can make it work, but it's just not as good. Now this is where I should use mine. Sorry. Who has mango trees? Okay, what kind of mangoes do you have? Look, I'm like, are you giving away mangoes?
You have to beat the iguanas to it.
I know.
Ours are hard. Like inside when they're ripe, they're like bright, really bright orange. They're the best mangoes I've ever eaten.
What size are they?
They're like the greenest.
But you don't know what variety it is? You know who has a great mango festival? The Botanical Gardens in Coral Gables. They have a mango festival, and you get to taste mangoes from all over the world. And I thought I loved mangoes, like I had like my go-to variety, and now I'm like, no, I need to spend a mango season in India. They have some mangoes that are like, wow. I don't know what happened here, but I love it.
So they have a lot of Indian mangoes that's
They have samples of mangoes from throughout the world. And that particular year, they had a whole collection that they had shipped from India. And then most of the vendors are selling stuff, but then there's workshops, so you learn how to take care of your trees, like people who are really mango obsessed. So it's not like a mango festival that's not truly a mango festival. It's really about the love of mangoes. So if you're a mango lover, it hasn't happened yet. It's come.
It's next weekend.
It's look, timing. Next weekend, field trip. It's Fairchild Tropical Gardens. Look at me promoting for them. And then what you could do, hey, field trip. Then you could go to Glacier's Farm, which is that farmer's market that I told you guys about that has all those amazing raw, vegan, just has tons of options.
What's the name of it again?
Fairchild Botanical Garden?
No.
Oh, Glacier's Farm. It's on Grand Avenue. You're gonna have to look it up because they don't have it like listed on their site, but it's on Grand Avenue, and it's Glacier's Farms Farmers
Oh,
Market.
glaciers.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and they have amazing food vendors, like food from all around the world. How much red onion? It says 1/3. So I just put 2 mangoes in there. So that's about 2/3 right now. And then I need to cut on my bell peppers. So this mango salad is gonna be semi-sweet and green, based on the 2 mangoes that I have, okay? Sometimes when my aunt makes it, she's gonna cut up a Scotch bonnet and put it in there. I'm not doing that. Look at you, everyone's like, ah. It sounds like everyone can rock with some pepper in here. I'm like, normally when I say Scotch bonnet, no one says, yeah. Yeah, so just know that you can add things like jalapeno, or you can just, sprinkle some chili powder on there. Whatever feels good to you is what I'll say. So I give you the base and you can kind of take it from there. And if the longer it sits, the better it is, I will say, for this recipe. And then we have our cilantro. Where did I put my cilantro? And some of these ingredients can definitely be out. How much cilantro? I forgot. Quarter cup. Who doesn't like cilantro? Let me ask that. Who has the soapy thing? Okay, I'll let the cilantro out because cilantro, there's people who have like a gene where it tastes like soap in their mouth. Yeah, not a good situation. So I was like, hold on, before I throw that cilantro in there, let me make sure. Huh? You will put it to the side. I'll chop up to the side for the cilantro lovers. Yeah, but I just saw how they were like, no, not cilantro. So I'm using the juice of a key lime or a lime. I think key lime tastes a lot better. So. And this is my favorite gadget, is this little plunger.
Oh, yeah.
And because I'm using a key lime, I'm doing 2 because a key lime is smaller than a regular lime.
Why does it have that? What's the green?
Because limes are smaller.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, because so this one has 2 features. Because the lime is smaller, it has a lime section, and because lemons are larger, it has. Yeah, I like the gadgets. Yeah, I'm slightly embarrassed at all the things I have. Though. I have 3 different plungers. I have one where you can use pomegranate and juice it. Yeah. Like I said, I'm slightly embarrassed. And then I'm just going to add a little salt. And we're just going to let it sit.
What does it say on there? 0 what?
No iodine.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Did I miss any ingredients? No. That's everything? Time check? So I'm just mixing this around. You could always substitute the lime with vinegar. Okay?
You said you can change out
The lime with vinegar. And then that's our third one.
is it the olive oil?
No, I did not.
Extra virgin olive oil?
No, I did not. Thank you for the call in. And up next, I'm going to make a chicken. So, do you want it to be a tuna salad or a chicken salad? The only difference is kelp to kelp or not kelp. Seaweed gives you that fishy taste. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so then we have our, okay, 3 down. We're doing good today, y'all. We're doing really good. I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm like, how am I going to execute this more effectively? Okay, so then for the chicken salad, the recipe's not in here. It's on my blog, kind of. I have different variations. It's so simple that you really don't need a recipe, I would say. So you're going to take your chickpeas. You're going to have your celery. Bless you. We're going to add our onions. We're going to add our vegan mayo. It's soy-free. I got the avocado one. I've been using Follow My Heart for over 20 years. They never fail. They got your back. All right, so then we have our Follow Your Heart. Then I'm going to use mustard. That's a secret ingredient for this.
Which recipe is this?
This is the recipe I told you you're not going to see on the list.
Oh,
Yeah. Because you can make this, like once you see it, it's pretty straightforward. Okay? But if you need me to send you the measurements, I can send you the measurements.
have you done it before in the class?
I have.
Oh, okay, I probably did. What's the name?
Were you just Salad Makeover 2 years ago?
No,
Okay, then no.
no, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we have chickpeas, onions, garlic. Sometimes I throw, if it's on the chicken side for this recipe, I throw things like relish, maybe in there. But since we said we wanted to go on the tuna side, I'm not adding relish because those two things in my mind don't. Tuna salad does not have relish in my mind. But now we're creating a situation here. So whatever you feel like doing, relish does go very well in this. Because I just created a situation. Okay. If you guys have seen the faces. Now, if it was on the chicken side, this is why I might not use the relish. I might make it a curry. Now, curry and relish don't go together.
No.
Okay. So if you can make this curry, so I'm giving you the two sides. There's the fishy side and then there's the cluck cluck side. So on the fishy side, we use things like kelp. Another one that I like, and I never pronounce this thing correctly, but I love it so much. Where is it? Faruki?
Oh, the Japanese topping?
Yeah, there we go. This farukat, this is like yummy. It's got sesame seeds and all that stuff in it. That's gonna also give you like a fishy taste because so the ingredients are sesame seeds, black sesame seeds, nori, salt, and kelp. Okay?
Can you sell that?
And this is at Trader Joe's. So it's Furikake. There was this restaurant, Lily Koi, on South Beach, and they used to make a Caesar salad, and they seasoned it with this. It was so divine. So just, you kind of have to taste it to understand it. And I always say that with recipes or when you're buying new seasonings, before you even throw it in something, like put it in your hand and taste it to see like how it shows up so you can understand how you want to kind of investigate. All right?
Good topping for like maybe avocados too.
Oh yeah, this goes good with avocado. Think about like there's a spectrum, like you have everything bagel seasoning. Now this is kind of like the Asian everything bagel seasoning. Does that? I think that was the best way to frame it. Was that the best way? You think so? I just said this is like the Asian everything seasoning. Maybe? No? It's fishy. It's got kelp. Kelp is a seaweed, and it has a strong pronounced sea flavor. So let me make this and I start giving you guys some food. So these chickpeas are eaten food chickpeas because I forgot to soak my chickpeas and all that good stuff. Then I'm going to add my onions. I'm going to add my celery. I'm going to add the mayo. A little mayo goes a long way. Mustard is always my secret ingredient whenever I'm doing something that has mayo in it, like potato salad. It just does it adds a little extra, you know. What you could also add here is dill. Dill has become my new favorite herb. Yeah, so we're gonna sprinkle a little dill in here. I have dill. I have a garden, a hydroponic garden in my apartment, and I am loving. I'm like throwing dill in everything. I'm like dill over here, dill over there. Okay. Oh, I'm like.
From here to here, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's going very well. Like I have to harvest today. So I have a garden, I'll send a video, where I have like 30 different things growing. I'm not gonna throw this in here today because I just want you guys to taste this and not change things up too much. And then I'm gonna add some garlic salt.
Have you had the dill cucumber salad from something?
No. Yeah? Yeah, dill fresh in a salad is like dill is the top side of fennel. And fennel seeds come from that same, like the seeds that we use for like licorice, all of those things are interrelated. Did you guys know that fun fact? I hope I'm right. You know, sometimes I'm like, did I just make that up? No. Because if you ever taste a fennel ball, the dill is on the top. Think about how it grows. And I did not put a part in here, so I have to move it around. So I like to do it in my food processor because manual is manual. So you take either a potato masher and mash the chickpeas first, or take the back of your fork and mash it, and it's just more effective in the food processor. And there's a part that I normally use that moves things around, but I didn't bring that part. Yes, but I wouldn't put the kelp with it. So where you land depends on how you like your stuff. If you want it to be more creamy, then you're gonna let it go a little bit more. If you like it chunky, then I'm pretty good. So I'm gonna stop at chunky, okay? So there might be pieces of chickpea in there, but if you see, it's holding together, okay? And then I'm always, as always, going to do a quick taste test to make sure I did my job, and then we're gonna start eating. Just draw something. Questions about that recipe? So I gave you 2 variations. Play with it.
How much kelp you put in
Now, if I wanted to add like an extra edge of fishiness, sometimes I put lemon in there because we think lemon. I probably could add more kelp, but I'm gonna just
How much kelp did you add?
not enough. But I'm gonna leave this around so you can sprinkle it on top. Yeah, not enough. Not enough. Not for me. I can make things because normally what I do is I take a whole nourish sheet and put that in there. Mm-hmm.
And you didn't put salt in that, did you?
Put a little garlic salt in there.
Garlic salt?
Can someone do a room check for me? I'm gonna start very little, and then we're gonna dash it up. Shout out to the 21 people in the room. So I'm moving the bottom to the top with this. And right now, because of the number of people in here, I'm gonna just start with 1. And then you can take it from there. Forgot about the pasta salad is what I'm making next because the pasta had to cool down. That's a nice piece. Time check? What time is it? Okay. Like on the dot? Yes. Oh, I'm doing good. batch is ready to go. Um, Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I was a little curious about the mango and the pepper together, but oh my gosh.
You like it? And that mango salad is high in vitamin C between the, did you know that mango and peppers are high in vitamin C? No, they have more vitamin C than an orange. Mm-hmm. And the pepper. So I kind of need to make sure somebody gets some peppers.
Yes.
The seasoning, that doesn't make it taste more. Gotta do it.
It's a little bit more simpler than
I try to sometimes keep it simple because somebody just got a lot of mangoes. Make sure you guys do that. Thanks for your assistance. So either you got a super ripe mango or semi-ripe mango, or you got a mango that wasn't so ripe. I have an extra mango, so I'll just cut it in there and see if it'll, once I'm done with the other recipes. And then it's the chicken. That one's faster, sorry about that. Come here. Any questions about what you are tasting? Oh, no questions. Oh, man. Okay. All right, let me get this pasta salad going for you guys. Oh, that's exciting that you want a pasta salad.
Do you have that seasoning you said we could try?
Yeah, where is it? Where did I place it? It's such a unique container too. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay, up next, pasta salad. Thank you for joining us online. So for the pasta salad, I'm just moving this. So again, remember I told you, if it was a chickpea salad, I could never get this to come apart for as long as these have been together. So I'm just moving it apart. So again, if you're gonna use chickpea, just know that chickpea, you need to be able to put a sauce on top of it as soon as you're done, or just expect it to be a little bit more sticky. Questions about what you're tasting? No questions?
No, but can you say that one more time again?
Chickpea pasta, once it's boiled, you have to be ready to use it, or just know that it's not gonna feel like traditional pasta. It gets super sticky.
Oh,
Yeah.
so use the medium.
Yeah, or put some sauce on it. If you have a sauce that you're gonna put on it to help it not stick together. All right, so now we have 1/3 of, so I'm just cutting up the olives.
That's your plate, right?
Or it's anyone's plate.
Oh.
You can take it. It's anyone's plate. It's all fair and game.
I'm tasting the cucumber, I'm trying to, don't want it to taste too bad.
But there's more cucumber, so when you guys come back to get more servings, you'll be able to get more cucumber. I just didn't know how much cucumber I had. How did you guys like that? Yeah, it's super yummy. Very fresh. That's what I like. It's like refreshing. Okay, I'm adding my olives. I cut them in half, but you don't have to. I just love olives so much, so. I remember the first time I had. This is the Greek pasta salad. I'm also, what I don't have listed is I'm gonna add a vegan feta. Follow your heart vegan feta in here to elevate it a little bit. So I'm just cutting up the tomatoes.
Have you made your own homemade feta?
I have.
Is it simple or is it a lot of steps?
It's a little bit of steps. You know who has a really good cheese cookbook that I love, that I reference? Makeover.
Okay,
Yeah, she has a really good cheese book.
okay.
She gets into all the nuances, so you can make more artisanal cheeses too, like something you put on a charcuterie board. Yeah, that board. Yeah, and she's just a really amazing person. I'm so disappointed with what's happened with her company. Miyoko's makes a vegan butter, vegan cheese. I got to spend time with her. We did a vegan fashion show together. And got to spend some good time with her when we used to have seafood and wine. She would come down for that. And her company, and this is why I'm always leery of boards, they took her out of her own company. Yeah, that's why I'm like, nah.
But didn't they sell and then she bought it back?
No.
No?
The people who bought it were trying to get her to work for them.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, why would I do that?
She did that, right.
Yeah, so now she's gone rogue. And she's sharing all her recipes. She's gone rogue, which makes sense. And when they say, like, you know, you meet some people and you're like, no, she's like really she's an amazing person. Like, she's really, recipes are great. She loves to make food. I like her. How much cucumber did it say for me to put in? I just cut half of it.
Half of cucumber, quartered and sliced.
Hello? Hello?
Huh? Oh, I was in the zone. Because I have like this amazing, like, I just went through this like it was nothing. I'm like, oh man, I need to rework mine. What was the question?
Do you have a cookbook?
Hmm?
Do you have
I have e-cookbooks. I'm working on my physical cookbook, so it should be my physical cookbook should be out in 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a bunch of ebooks. Yes, baby, I like it raw.com, and I'm gonna send a follow-up email. So here's the thing, if you're not on my list, text the word chef to 55444, and I'm gonna send an email out with some of these extras that we did. So then it's dry oregano. I'm adding more. I know I'm adding more, I'm just letting y'all know now. And then for my sauce, it's, oh, I messed up with that. I'm happy for these seals, but these seals are like, me and them don't go together. Okay, so then how much of red wine? 1.5 tablespoons. And then 3 tablespoons of olive oil. What am I missing?
Okay, so let's see, the olive oil, vinegar, oregano, salt, and pepper, the tomatoes, half cucumber, and the olives. You good?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the pasta.
Thank you. How's everybody feeling? I feel like you guys just got activated with that little. I'm like, the room is alive now. Where are all these broken? Okay. Look at all these broken pieces.
I'm gonna try the chickpea salad later or tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and like I said, it's really easy. Like, you just need to play with the ingredients. Think of all the things that you would do with your tuna or your chicken salad and kind of take it from there, and just, you got chickpeas as the alternative. Sometimes for added protein, I'll shred some tofu and bake it so it's a little crispy, and then I'll add it in there.
You added to the chickpea. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chickpea was it straight from the can?
I did, but it was Eden Foods. I use Eden Foods because they cook their chickpeas like I cook my chickpeas. They soak it and then they cook it with kombu, which is a seaweed that helps you digest the chickpeas better. So these chickpeas should not take you out digestively.
Where do you get that to buy?
Publix.
Okay.
Just know that because they do those extras, it's very expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive. So I'm not saying you need to do that, but I'm always considering that. Or you can just buy some chickpeas dry, soak it, and then cook it. All right, and this one is, I do not recommend you use the chickpea pasta for this because of the nature of the chickpea pasta. See how I was able to move that around with low effort? No, and you can't give that to someone who's not plant-based, gonna look at you with a side eye. You know, so I'm saying for this pasta salad, chickpea pasta cannot work. Because chickpea pasta would have been like this instead of showing up like the brown. So this is still gluten-free, but I use a brown rice pasta. Or you can use your traditional pasta. But chickpea pasta, if you're gluten-free, is not the one for a pasta salad. Yeah, you see, even back like, nah, definitely not. It's great. It's a great source of protein, but in this context, it's just not going to mimic what we're trying to get from a pasta salad. So I'm going to do a quick taste check. Someone's ready. They're like, did you say taste? I said taste. I want to make it a little bit more wet, but Yeah. I'm just gonna throw the whole thing of feta in here. Follow your heart. You can get it at, I know for sure, Whole Foods, Sprouts. I think Publix. I got it from Whole Foods though. They do, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Violife is not as crumbly. It doesn't look like this. Huh? Yeah. And it's dense. I would say it's more dense. Okay. And that's that. Bam. Okay, time-wise. What time is it? My watch died already. Oh, great. Okay, I'm not bad for time. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make my mighty kale salad. And that's not on there either. So that it'll go be side by side. So the ingredients in this are going to be, I'm always like, okay, I batch cook, what am I gonna do with that ingredients? Sweet potato, chickpea, cabbage. It's gonna have a lot of stuff that you might have around in your kitchen to make a great salad. And I'm gonna see if I can saute some shiitake mushrooms for you guys to go with that. So I'm just gonna put that there. First thing we're gonna do, there's two ways to make, this is a salad that I like to make that I don't use dressing. I kind of like mix things in there. And today I'm gonna show you a different method for my kale salad. So the method is still the same. We're still gonna massage the kale. We're gonna give it some love. Because kale is bitter and it just needs a little hug. And so we're just rubbing its shoulders so it can soften up about life, right? Because it's like, dude, you know, what did I do to you? So one of the methods for kale salad is to massage it with a avocado. So then instead of having chunks of avocado, you have the avocado as your base. You guys didn't know about that? Oh, that's like some OG 2001 kale salad in Zinga. Huh?
Always done it with olive oil and a little salt.
Yeah, no, you don't even have to do that because in that case, I'm just going to use vinaigrette. I would use like a lime or a lemon on top of that, and then that's it. Mm-hmm.
Where do you normally buy your veg?
Okay. Well, now I don't buy as much veg because I have my garden. Yeah, the other day I actually felt bad because I had to throw stuff away, and I was like, that is bad, because I didn't pick some things. But for my greens, I actually always go to Whole Foods. Yeah, because I can get organic greens at a pretty decent price. Like a bunch of kale is like $2. Yeah, organic. So like that's part of the reason why. And so part of the reason why I like to do my avocado like this is if the avocado gods were not with me and they must have felt that they weren't. Okay, this one's better. This one is slightly not, but I can still use that. It's just oxidized. But if I mush it up, no one's gonna be like, ooh, that's a brown. Yeah, so that's part of the reason why we do it. But in case somebody feels a little way, I'm gonna just cut that off. And because I have 2 servings of a bunch of kale, I'm gonna use both. careful with this knife though. What I do have to do, because we know that avocados brown very quickly, is secret trick. If you have an avocado and you want the side that you didn't use to not brown, keep the seed. Or if you make something with avocado, put the seed in the dish. Like if you make guac and you just put that in there, it'll signal not to brown. Or if you cut it, use the side that's not connected to the seed and keep the side connected to the seed, and that slows down the browning. Yeah, I learned that in my raw vegan certification. That's a way to keep your avocado, your dips, anything that you have with avocado from like looking a little crazy.
I usually just put lemon juice on it.
You wouldn't have to until you're using it, because depending on the recipe, you might not want that flavor to show up. So that's why that trick works. So like that's how my guac lasts a lot longer because of that. Yeah.
Where did you do your raw vegan?
Green Wave. I know. I did that in the same year, 12 years ago. The same year.
You have a recipe for their flatbread? That was a good, the onion flatbread?
Yeah, I make the onion bread for people, everything. I sell onion bread. I shipped some onion bread out to someone somewhere. They ordered it on their website. Or I can give you the recipe, I think, is on my website. If it's not, yeah. I have burgers in my fridge right now. So Green Wave was a raw vegan restaurant that used to be here in Broward. Right off of Broward Boulevard, just where the turnpike crosses over. The founder, Raul, used raw foods to reverse his cancer and to keep it in remission. So, and he wanted to bring the beauty of raw foods to everyone. And so that's why he opened up the restaurant. Yeah. So now I teach at a yoga studio that's like, would have been next door. And where the restaurant was is now a smoke shop. Like that's my just, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm just massaging that in here. Tearing also keeps the life of your leafy greens longer. So instead of cutting it, just tear it. And so now it's coated in all that yumminess. And then you can kind of season that. Like default back in the day, then people would put like nutritional yeast on top and all this salt and pepper and all this other stuff. But we're gonna play a little bit around with this recipe. I'm just moving. This around. I think my hands have glove fatigue. I'm like, why would you go on? So then I'm gonna throw my chickpeas in there. I'm gonna throw my sweet potatoes. You're like, yeah. What else you got? Unsweetened cranberries. Now you're probably like, well, where do you get unsweetened cranberries? The only place you can get it without buying it online is Trader Joe's. Normally I'll put some nuts and seeds on here. I did not bring any with me. So then I have that. Then I'm going to cut up some, let me just get this in here. So I'm gonna add this. I need this to be in here. So what I'm gonna do is just cook this down, and this is gonna go in there, maybe not.
What is that?
That's shiitake mushrooms, and I like to season that with homemade plum vinegar. It's like salt and vinegar chipped in a pack. It's salty and tangy like a salt and vinegar chip. So like instead of salt, I sometimes season stuff with this. So you're gonna taste that one side with this food. Okay? Questions about that? And now I'm gonna cut up some cabbage to throw in here. And we're gonna talk about dressings, and then we're done. We're done now. I gave you extra recipes in there. And I'm gonna show you some of the ingredients, and I'm gonna make a quick dressing so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, this is sorry, I'm just like,
She's loving that night.
but look how I just threw it right in there. So I'm always trying to add as much color as possible to my salads. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some pepper. You like peppers? You sound like you like peppers. Do you like peppers? That ooh is like. I'm not gonna use all my peppers because I need to use some of my peppers for my sauce, my regular. So then in terms of dressing, there's a dressing that I really love that's by Gotham. It's a green goddess dressing. Have you guys had it? So good. Dressing is a setup though. I'm going to tell you, like, a serving is not what you're usually pouring on there. So that's why we're going to talk about dressing. Your salad's not the problem, it's your dressing. It's your dressing. Yeah, so we're going to make an oil-free dressing so that you know how to make dressing that's not going to send your insulin levels out the roof, because oil can make your insulin levels spike. You guys didn't, so I think my next class is going to be like a diabetes insulin resistance class. That sounds like a yes for everyone. If you have PCOS, you're considered to be someone who's insulin resistant. So just a heads up for those who might like, I don't think that's my class, but it's also to help you support people in your life who are struggling with insulin resistance or diabetes. And yeah, I think that's going to be the next class.
Yes. It's gonna be a fun class.
It's going to be full?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like, my next big cooking class where I have a team is going to be at, it's going to be with the Adrian Art Center. They have a festival called the Art and Mind Day. And this is my third time with them. Then I add a little salt. Then I'm going to add a little
When is that festival?
August 8th. And it's a full day of like art and mindfulness. Yeah, and I'm doing it, so that's the Adrian Art Center in Miami. And because we had such good success 3 years ago, they asked us to double the capacity. So we have 8 workshops, they're going two by two. So the same workshops happening in 2 buildings at the same time. So a good friend of mine can replicate me. It's gonna be on one side. And so it'll be 2 different workshops happening 4 times. Yeah. They haven't sent that to me yet. Because they just sent the email for me to come back. Yeah. Say again?
How much apple cider vinegar?
I just eyed it. It depends if you're a wet person or I'm adding it for the tang. I probably need to add more. I'm about to find out.
With the mushrooms, since you're cooking it in the,
You probably, the mushrooms are taking a while, so I might not even give you guys the mushrooms unless you stay behind for it. Because I want to respect time and I'm looking at time right now. What were you going to ask?
I was gonna ask, since the mushrooms are cooked in the plum vinegar, would that determine how much vinegar I need to use?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I put that in first, taste it. And then if it's good, then you don't have to. Sorry.
Don't be.
Yeah, that was good. All right. Let's do it. Second round. And then I'll make a dressing that you can taste I just have arugula. We're gonna make a mango dressing. Now, I don't have a recipe for it, I just make it.
Okay.
And so there's no recipe, you just play with the ingredients. I'll make I'll sit down this week and formalize it, but like this has been a fan favorite. I often cook for like retreats and people are like, oh, you need to bottle this up. So, yeah, we're doing good, y'all. What's the time?
12:33.
Okay, I did good. I'm not bad. Okay, so let me get you guys together. And I don't add a lot of salt to this because there's so many flavors that are showing up. You got the chickpeas, you have the cranberries, I put a little salt on the sweet potatoes. So it's just a lot, it's a burst of flavor happening through this specific recipe. So let's get in. I baked the sweet potatoes when I came. That recipe is on if you go to, I do recipe development for my boyfriend's brand. Go to ilivevegans.com. That recipe is on that. So my website is, and I'm sending an email out. My website is yesbabyilikeyouraw.com. If you want to look at the Mighty Kale recipe right now, it's on ilivevegans.com. We go together. We go together. Yeah, so that's his brand. I love big vegans. So you can see that it kind of makes sense now that you get the name. I respect the brand.
I think his website is down.
Who's his?
I love big vegan.
Huh, okay, I'll call him out on that. I'll send you guys the recipe. I don't think he knows that. So again, if you're not on the email list, text the word chef to 55444 and I'll send out an email to follow up. Yeah. You said we have how many people? 21. So that's 6, 10. I'm trying to just do all of them at the same time. I do. Yeah. I have a lot of cooking classes right now. If you know anybody who's working for the city of, or Palm Beach County employees, I'm doing cooking classes for them too now. Yeah, so the first one was for Comtran drivers. That's their bus system. That was fun. 6, 12, 6, 12, 12, 16.
You do it monthly, weekly, quarterly?
They send me to different locations so that it's like a lunch and learn.
Okay.
So the request was for this month, stuff on brain health. Yeah. Yeah, those are some of the things we talked about. Lion's mane is a really good mushroom as a supplement that helps with focus. And then what I'll do is I'll reference the email that I sent out after that workshop in our email.
It's good for focus.
Lion's mane is good for focus. All mushroom is in there. I have like the list of herb supplements that help with stuff. Of course, your blueberries help with stuff as well because of circulation. And then what we could do, just in case you want extra stuff, instead of it being served to you, that way you can put the extra stuff on your plate maybe. You know? Just self-serve maybe.
Yeah.
Did I get all the plates? I think I did. So let me pull all the extra stuff out so you guys can play with that. So then we have the cucumber, we have the chicken. I'm gonna move that out the way. And let's not forget this. And let me grab some forks for you. Any questions about what we've done? No questions?
Did we already go over the dressing?
I'm gonna go over it, I just wanted you guys to be eating, so that can be done while you're eating.
Which recipe is the one with the, where the cilantro wasn't added? Do that one?
What? Oh, the mango, was it the mango?
Okay. There was the mango. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we definitely have leftovers. Say again?
You feel good when you, she said it looked delicious and I said yes. And you feel good when your plate looks like that. It's like, you feel like you accomplished something.
Yeah. And hopefully you guys feel more energized.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all yours. Let me work on this dressing. Okay. Hi. We're still here. I'm eating. Sorry.
I'd love your take on a papaya salad. I'd love your take on a papaya.
Oh, you did?
No, I would love one.
I have one on my, I thought you saw my recipe on the, I have a recipe on my website. It's an old recipe too. I have the green papaya salad recipe. I almost thought about making that, but peanuts. Because of the peanuts, I didn't do that one. There's a Thai recipe where we use green plants, not green papaya, but it asks for peanuts.
Is it pasta?
And that's why I didn't make that recipe, because peanuts are kind of where I don't put stuff. Yeah, because of the allergies. So I try to not have it even in the room. Because some people are so sensitive. Yeah, this didn't even work.
You need to send me something because I love this.
Got it.
I don't, and I
enough of it.
don't have a pen to write down the.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and make this dressing. And I think I have enough, I got the right containers where you guys can take the dressing with you.
This is delicious. Your eyes, you would think.
Yeah,
Tuna.
that's what it does taste like.
It's just the texture.
I love it.
If it wasn't for the texture, you guys would be like, oh yeah.
For real.
And I didn't even put as much of a thickness to it today as I normally do.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, boom. Boom, boom. Say it. You can take mine. I'm emailing it in as a PDF, but you can take it. I don't need it. Mine are available. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about this dressing I'm about to make. So I'm going to take a mango. How you feeling?
Good, I'm doing good.
Was that a green mango or a fully ripe?
This is almost fully ripe. I was hoping it was more ripe, but it's not as ripe as I want, but it's definitely not green. This is ripe mango. You don't even have to use fresh mango for this one. Sometimes I just use frozen mango, because the last retreat I did was in Alabama. They didn't have any. I was in Huntsville, Alabama. They did not have any kind of mangoes that I felt was going to be worthy of my dressing.
Have you been to the Yogi Hari retreat over in Miramar?
No, I saw it.
He has 250 varieties.
I think Yogi Hari is where there's a homeschool that's on that property, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, I was teaching at that homeschool, so I've been there
So you've been there?
at that capacity, yeah.
Yeah, the mangoes are really good.
Does he sell them?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He does, he sells mangoes, the coconuts, the papaya. He has also jujube and something else that's over there. That's where I went to do my.
Teacher training?
Yeah.
So I added peppers. I added half of a jalapeno. I did keep the seeds, so it might be a little flavorful. And then I'm gonna add 2 cloves of garlic.
Bro.
I'm gonna add a little apple cider vinegar.
I'm not big bad.
You scrape the tongue out straight to the side?
Yes.
That's
Oh, so then this is the one that you like.
the biggest, the largest.
How am I the biggest?
I'm just gonna add a little olive oil, not too much, so this won't take you over your edge. Really? What are they gonna do? Vegan food preparation?
It's a mixture of all.
Want some?
Look.
I'll text it to you. I'm gonna add some parsley. At Whole Foods while I was shopping for this. Whole Foods. Yeah, did she tell you I was cousins with her husband? Because he's a one shot and I'm a one shot. I'm gonna add some green onions to this. For our raw vegan cooking class, we had a salad competition, salad dressing competition, where we had to just we had to pick the ingredients. And we were like, no fair! The person who picked up the pineapple, I'm like, anyone who's gonna make a salad dressing with pineapple is gonna win this competition. Okay, let me taste it and then I'll add salt to taste.
What is the Oakland Park class gonna be about?
Say again?
The Oakland Park class?
I haven't decided what the Oakland Park class is gonna be because it's 1 hour. Yeah, so I'm thinking the mocktails class that I did that one time. Yeah, because I did a mocktails class. And that was super good and I can do that very well in an hour's time.
I just need to lick the darn dog.
I can say that everyone likes the chickpeas. I'm like, woo! Okay, if you don't like pepper, this might not be your dressing. But if you do like pepper, I just gotta add some salt to it. And then it's good to go. I should have de-seeded that jalapeno. Sometimes the jalapeno's not hot enough, you know what I mean? And I'm just gonna add a little water, see if it'll cut it. Now, normally I would add something like a cilantro to this, but because I know people don't like cilantro, I didn't add that. So you can always, I switched it out with parsley. And that should be fine. And what I'll do is I will pour it in my smaller container. And then I'll pull out my, I'll cut up the cucumber so you can have it on top of that. I think that'll be the easiest had, or you guys want a full, like a regular salad and just taste the dressing with something simple. So then where's the arugula?
Oh, the chickpeas was a hit. Yeah, it's.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know how I know it's the hit? Because people are scraping the sides.
Exactly. No shame.
No shame. It's a judgment-free zone. Judgment-free zone, y'all. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is for the dressing, I'm gonna give you a couple options. I think cucumber might be the better way because wild arugula is a little bit more aggressive on the flavor palette, so I'm gonna just cut up some cucumber so you can taste it with the cucumber. That way it's not like, and then maybe you go with, maybe you add the arugula too. But the dressing is done. So guys, how you feeling? I think you guys are enjoying yourselves. And I think I have a top if you want to take some dressing home. I just got to check. So when I say have a top so that you guys can take like a dressing serving with you. So I just got to check my stuff. So then we have cucumbers, we have dressing, and arugula. Wild arugula, if you don't like arugula on a regular day, wild arugula is more bitter. Yeah. So. And a little arugula, yeah. And then I'm going to put this on the side because I did put a little too much pepper on it. So, okay. All right. Arugula. Oh, I love feeding people. You want more? Okay. Sometimes I'll add curry to this. Or miso. Just add, I'm going to put it on. Can you guys something? Oh, it's gone.
Which one? Oh, the salad?
On the side?
I have some of those.
Okay, come closer.
On the side.
I don't want it.
There's a crime here.
You got the pepper? You want arugula? Ooh, I put that all in their eyes. Oh, I just noticed your sleeve on the leg. put it on the side. You want some arugula or no? Wow, that's 30 years old?
Yeah, I think that's
Yo, that's really good. Yeah, because usually it fades, the lines start to like look a little.
You wouldn't think something like career right if I share my life. I think a lot of everybody doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes weird. Wow. Tastes like-
But it's nice, it's nice. It's not that spicy.
No?
That's right.
If people don't like, so that's my mango dressing.
And you said you don't find this recipe where?
Now that this is the ancestors whisper in my ear. Notice I did not, I was like, throw a little bit of this and then a little bit of that. And I know it's kind of right. You want, isn't it yummy? You want more? I got a container. I do have oil if you want to take it with you for that container.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you handle it. So maybe I caught a seed when I tasted it because I was like,
One night was totally different than the next.
That's right. Okay.
You liked it? It was too spicy?
No, it's a tiny bit.
So I must have got a seed when I tasted it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh no, I messed up.
Okay.
I thought I messed up. Okay, I'm just gonna. Not like a heat that's over. Now normally what I would have done was used Scotch bonnet, and that's when I don't do for these kind of classes is to do that because I don't wanna. Yeah. You want some? All right. Yeah, let me pull out that container. I have a bunch of tops, or not tops. Let me see if I have I think I do. I see the thing. I just want to see the top.
I'm not sure how that spice is coming.
Okay. But I do have oil. So how many people, does everyone want to think of? So what I did, I think, was a handful of parsley, a handful of 2 cloves of garlic, 2 mangoes, green onion, 1 stalk, 1 red pepper, and then what else did I put in there? A little, I just put barely any olive oil in there, and you don't have to put that in there. I just wanted to emulsify a little bit. You can replace olive oil with hemp seeds. Mhm. I think I made a lot, but once I started dipping it out, 4, 12 plus 6. It's enough for the adults in the class. Any questions?
What time is the class at?
6:30.
And that is on your website?
Not yet. Yeah.
The cooking class is next month for Oakland.
Oh, next one.
Yeah, this next day is